Hello, my name is Alex Fairbanks. I chose to do my presentation on Zion National Park. Quick overview of my presentation. We'll go dive into the history of the park a little bit, how it was formed, unique features along with how those were formed, and why I chose Zion in the first place. And you can see the park of it here in this picture, the map of the park. So, history of it, firstly, John Wesley Powell and his crew of explorers were making their way across the land, came across what came to be Zion National Park, and they painted a picture of it, painting, and they took that painting and showcased it at the St. Louis World Fair. Congress became aware of it. They're like, yeah, we need to protect this land, make it a national park so that more people can enjoy it. And that was in 1919 when the park was officially established. So then next we got formation of the park. The formation is largely due to the Virgin River and how it really intensely downcut into the landscape. It's a steep river, so it has a lot of energy in it and a lot of cutting action and erosive action. You can see in the Narrows picture how intense that erosive action is. And then also the mass wasting of the Kayenta Formation. As you can see on the bottom picture, the riverbed, we have all the trees and the softer sand that becomes saturated with rain and just gets eroded away by the river. And as that formation gets eroded away, doesn't support the sandstone anymore, and giant blocks fall off, giant landslides. Some unique features due to those actions forming the park. We have the Narrows, like you saw in that first picture on the top, and also blind arches. That's when instead of just a massive block, only a little chunk of it out of the hole in the rock falls out. And then we also have massive cliffs. That's really the key factor of this park, why it's so interesting. Hanging valleys as well. You can see towards the left of Angel's Landing, we can see there's a bit of a valley, but it's not connected to the rest of the valley floor. That's why it's called a hanging valley. The Navajo sandstone, what we see, all the cliffs are made out of the Kayenta Formation, what I was talking about earlier, and just all the different rock compositions with all that sedimentary rock in there. And lastly, why I love Zion. Some say it's overrated, but it's loved for good reason. As you can see, the landscape is just incredible. I really love it because of the cliff sizes. They're like 2,000 feet tall, if not more. And also, when you're in the park, there's just a good variety of wildlife. Squirrels up on the trail, owls in the canyon of Angel's Landing on the way up, and giant condors around Angel's Landing. It's really, really cool. And there's just a bunch of activities like horseback riding. You can bike the canyon. You can just do a scenic drive through it. It doesn't matter. There's stuff for everyone. And last, like the colors of it, that's crazy. Like all the whites and reds and oranges and the greens from the plants. And then this was the first park I visited as a kid, so it's got a bit of sentimental value to it. And that is my presentation about Zion.